This is a glass pen. Traditionally, you see this used with calligraphy, to dip it in ink and then write with it. But being the intrepid artist I am, I like to use it for other things. To load it, you dip it in water and then brush over it with a brush you've already taken from your pan of watercolors that's full of paint. Do that a couple times, shake off the excess, and write like a dream. It's so smooth. If you've never used a glass pen before, you will be shocked how far one load goes. You can just write forever. And if it gets dry on you, just rotate the pen and you can usually keep going. It's really fun. Now on to the unconventional uses, the intrepid methods, if you will. The first thing I do with this is carve into the background, as you can see here. It's empty of paint and water. It's just carving into already wet paint to leave tree or scratch marks. Next, I spatter with it by taking clean water on my brush and flicking off the end to create controlled blooms. I had this idea and I can't believe it actually worked. I painted the same places, the same amount of color, so it would mix effectively. But if you had to reload, it probably wouldn't be quite the same color, but it writes so long, I don't know that that would be an issue that you'd need to. The purple was just loaded with a single color of watercolor from the pan, like I would if I was going to write with it. You can sign your painting at the end the same way. You can also use it to draw with. I like to think of the glass pen as the best detail brush you can have for the really tiny areas. You always get a consistent stroke from it. This kind of fine detail would be very tedious with an actual brush, but is very easy to control with the glass pen. Close-ups of what these techniques look like when dry. Bonus fun fact, I wrote this with watercolor pencil and I tried the pen with just water in it to go over the pencil lines, but it just really didn't work. It was kind of a messed up flow and it took a lot of work and it just wasn't great. Can you load the pen from a watercolor pencil, however? Yes, you actually can. But bear in mind, it's going to be a very weak pigment load from that pencil. So I'm using a Faber-Castell watercolor Albrecht Dürer pencil here. You can see that's just too light to be useful. One more idea with it, sign your watercolor swatches in the paint, the same paint you painted them with. It looks really classy. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to post the sped up versions of these too. Check the end cards in the description.